Cavs in 7. Cavs in 7. Cavs in 7. Let's talk about Game 4 of the 2017 NBA Finals. I'm just saying what the crowd said at the end of the game. Let's get into it.
DreAllDay.com.
What's up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. We just saw it, Game 4, 2017 NBA Finals. Cleveland Cavaliers came out guns blazing. They came out balling, finally. Their offense was just a whole lot better this game. They still played pretty much the same game they've been playing. This time they were just making a lot more shots, had a lot more confidence. They were playing with a lot more pride, and pride sharpens your focus, if you didn't know that. Pride sharpens focus, and when your focus is sharpened, playing a sport like basketball that requires fine skills like making that ball go in the basket, things like what happened tonight happened. So first, let's take a look at the losing team. For the first time this whole postseason, the first game they lost out of 16, the Golden State Warriors. Kevin Durant had another Kevin Durant game, 35 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks. Only 9 for 22 from the field, which is kind of off the mark from where he has been. 40% was not terrible, but not how he's been so far in the playoffs. Made 15 free throws. So Kevin Durant was really producing offensively, but only 2 of 9 from downtown tonight. Steph Curry did not have a great game. He was only 4 of 13, 2 of 9 from downtown, only 14 points, did have 10 assists and 5 rebounds. Klay Thompson, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 4 of 11 and 4 for 10 from downtown. So the Splash Brothers together combined for 27 points, 12 assists, 8 rebounds, and 6 for 19 from downtown. And usually when those two guys are shooting like that, you can beat the Warriors. It doesn't happen that often, but you can beat them. Before this year when they had a guy like Kevin Durant on the team. But this year, even with Kevin Durant giving you 35 and Draymond dropping to 16 and 14, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block, you were able to beat the Golden State Warriors tonight. And there's a good reason for that. We're not even going to talk about the bench guys on the Warriors because they didn't really get much from anybody coming off the bench. Nothing that we need to talk too much about here tonight. Let's just say that. You did get 10 points out of Sean Livingston, but other than that, scoring-wise, you didn't get a lot. Andre Iguodala with some solid minutes again. He's not a scorer, but that's all we're going to talk about stats-wise on the Warriors side. We're going to talk some other things on the Warriors side when we come back to them. Let's go over to the winning side. The Cleveland Cavaliers, their first win in the finals this year, winning Game 4. So Game 4's, actually, I'll get to that in a second. First of all, LeBron James is still the man. Another triple-double, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. It's normal when LeBron James gets a triple-double in the NBA Finals now. Anybody else does it, it's like a story. It's like, wow, this guy is so good. This dude's getting triple-doubles. We're not even talking about it. It's not even the story of the game. This is like the 3rd or 4th story of the storylines of this game is LeBron James getting a triple-double. He's doing this on the regular like it's nothing. He just passed Magic for most triple-doubles ever in the history of the finals. Him and Magic are the only guys with more than 2 triple-doubles. Magic has 8. LeBron now has 9. Another great game by him. 11 for 22 from the floor. Only 6 for 10 from the free throw line. But he made 3 3-pointers. And he only had 2 turnovers. The Cavs really cut down on the turnovers tonight, which is huge for them. They've been turning the ball over way too much in their losses. Kevin Love, 23 points, scoring-wise. It was a quiet 23 that he got. And 5 rebounds, a quiet 5 rebounds. But he did knock down 6 of 8 from downtown. So I guess he made some noise in that department, if nothing else. Tristan Thompson finally came alive. He only had 5 points, but he had 10 rebounds and 5 assists. This is the kind of game Tristan Thompson has to have. He has to get double-figure rebounds. He has to be making noise on the offensive glass. 4 offensive boards. I think he had 3 of them in the first quarter alone, and that galvanized the whole team. Because I said at the beginning of the series, before the series started, my breakdown, my preview of the series, is Tristan grabbing those offensive rebounds. Those are back-breaking plays that demoralize the other team, even a great other team like the Warriors. It gives so much momentum to a team like the Cavs, who are a very strong team and would be the champions if it weren't for the Warriors right now at this point. Tristan Thompson making these plays are huge for them, and that's what they pay him the money for. Him grabbing those 4 offensive rebounds is really big for them tonight. It gave energy to the team. And he's that dirty work guy, that garbage man on their team. If the garbage man is not cleaning up the garbage, you're probably not going to win, especially against a team that has garbage men like a Pachulia or even an all-star garbage man in Draymond Green. J.R. Smith, he was awake today. He made not all of his made baskets were 3s. 5 of 9 from the floor, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He didn't really do much other than score those points, but if you make 5 3-pointers in the NBA Finals game, that's a lot of things to be doing. That's something that's going to be remembered. And Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew comes alive. 40 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 15 of 27 shooting, 7 of 12 from deep, 3 of 4 from the line. This is the kind of game I said in my prediction video Kyrie Irving needs to have if the Cavs are going to beat the Warriors. I said Kyrie Irving needs to outplay Stephen Curry. Tonight he had 47 and 4. Steph Curry had 14, 10, and 5. This is the kind of game Kyrie has had. He actually outplayed Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. And J.R. Smith, that equivalent 2-guard that I mentioned in the preview video, he outplayed Klay Thompson. So this is what the Cavs need. They need their guards to at least draw with Klay, and Kyrie has to outplay Steph. I mean, after what he did last year in the finals, people want to say Kyrie's the best point guard in the league. Listen, if you're going to beat this team, Kyrie can't draw with Steph Curry. He has to outplay Steph Curry, and he outplayed Steph Curry tonight. Now, can he do it in Game 5 and whatever will come after that? First, they got to win Game 5. So we're just going to focus on that right there. And the thing with the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight, they came with the energy from the first quarter. They came with a ton of energy. Everybody was fired up. Seems like they were playing for pride, if nothing else. They said, we're not going to get swept on our home court by a team we just beat in the finals last year, because everyone's crowning this team, this Warriors team already, saying the Cavs, yeah, the Cavs came back last year, but last year they didn't have Kevin Durant. They swapped out Harrison Barnes. It's not the same situation. It's not the same team you're trying to come back against. It's not going to be so easy this time. The Cavs are not going to win. This series is over. The Cavs came out with some heart. They came out like professionals and said, we're not going to go out like that and get punked on our home court like some bitches and get swept. Excuse my language for all the females who may be watching this video, but y'all understand what I'm saying. We got to come out here with some pride, play like some pros, and defend the land. Like the t-shirt said, the Cavaliers finally defended the land tonight. Let's go back at the Golden State Warriors side. They didn't really do anything wrong tonight. I wouldn't say the Warriors did anything wrong tonight. They did pretty much what they've been doing the whole series. The first 3 games of this series, the only difference was they shot 11 for 39 from 3 in this game. When 2 of the Splash Brothers, between KD, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry, these guys are 3 of the best 3-point shooters alive on the planet. You got a total of 8 for 28 3-point shooting. You got a chance to beat their team. 3 of the best 3-point shooters in the league shoot 28 threes. They only make 8. You can beat them. And that's what happened tonight. 2 of 9 for KD, 2 of 9 for Steph, 4 of 10 for Klay Thompson. And then on the Cleveland Cavaliers side, they shot 45 threes to Golden State's 39 threes, but they made 24 of their 3-pointers. If you make twice as many 3-pointers as the other team, you're probably going to win. Okay? And if you going against the other team is KD, Klay, and Steph, and you make twice as many threes as them, you probably have a good chance of winning that game, especially if you get that volume up in threes they shoot. Cavs shot about 50%, over 50% from the 3-point line, which is not going to happen every night. Probably not. I wouldn't expect it to happen. I would bet money. I'm not a gambling individual. I don't gamble on stuff I don't control. But I would bet money that they probably aren't going to shoot over 50% from 3 in any other game this series, and neither will the Warriors. 24 of 45, NBA record. NBA playoff record for threes in a game. They broke it. The all-time record was 25 makes in a game for any game, regular season or playoff. They came 1 short of that. Kyrie 7 of 12, Kevin Love 6 of 8, LeBron 3 of 8, J.R. Smith 5 of 9. I mean, how many times would you bet on that happening again? Kevin Love making 6 of 8 threes, Tristan's getting 10 boards, J.R. Smith playing like he's awake, like he has a pulse, 5 of 9, and Kyrie scoring more than both Klay and Steph Curry put together. How many times can the Cavs do this again? That's the question that has to be asked next for you Cleveland Cavalier fans, for you Kyrie Irving fans, for you LeBron fans. How many times can they do this again? Shoot 24 or 45 from deep, come out and play with some damn pride like they got something to prove, like the Warriors did for the first 3 games of the series. The Cavs did not. The Cavs played like they had something to prove once. Warriors played like they had something to prove 3 times. Now it's 3 games to 1. Going back to Golden State, the Cavs proved their point. To me, their point was we're not going to get our ass kicked on our home court. They proved their point. They at least didn't get swept at home. Now, are they going to show up for Game 5? And I'm going to tell you, before this game even started, I was thinking to myself, I hope the Cavs either get swept tonight or they come up and they ready to really go for the next 3 games straight. Because the last thing I want to do is have to stay up late Monday night again. It's messing up my schedule. It's getting in the way of my business, staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning to watch these NBA Finals games. I like to go to bed early so I can get up early. The Finals throws my schedule off, so I'm thinking, all right, Warriors might as well sweep them unless the Cavs going to come out and they really going to show up to play every game the rest of the series, however long that's going to be. That means I want the Cavs to win Game 5 and Game 6, at least get it to a 7. I don't care if they lose in 7, at least get it to a 7, because I don't want to see a 5 or 6 game series where the Warriors win anyway. I'm like, man, y'all might as well just one thing in 4 games. That's just a personal selfish thing about this NBA Finals. So let's talk more about what happened on the court tonight. On top of the fact that the Cavaliers just came out ready to play, this is another run and shoot game. And as I said in the last game recap, in the Game 3 recap, the Cavaliers just don't have the horses to do this run and gun back and forth stuff with the Golden State Warriors. Only thing that changed tonight was not that the Cavs didn't really change their game plan. The Cavs didn't do anything differently offensively, really. They didn't do anything differently defensively, really. Sometimes in a game of basketball, ladies and gentlemen, it's not so much the X and O's change, or there was some big strategy change, or anything, or anybody even changed their game at all. The difference sometimes is your team made shots and the other team missed shots. Tonight, the Golden State Warriors just couldn't make shots. From the floor, they shot 45% from the floor as a team, which is not bad. And they shot 28% from downtown. Now, this team being as good as they are, shooting 28% from downtown, is probably not a winning formula. If we go back to the previous games of this series, I'm going to go back to the Game 3 box score. Golden State shot 49% from 3 in Game 3 of the series. Let's go back to Game 2. See what Golden State shot in Game 2. Bear with me while I pull this up. Golden State in Game 2 shot 42% from downtown. And let's see what they did in Game 1. I'm just giving you these stats to solidify my point. And in Game 1, they only shot 35% from 3. No, actually, I'm sorry. That was Cleveland that shot 35% in Game 1. Golden State shot 36% in Game 1. So Golden State has shot better from 3 every single game this series until tonight. They shot 28%. And when you got the greatest shooter of all time in Steph Curry, I think do we agree that Steph Curry's the greatest shooter of all time? He's one of them. We can agree with that. And maybe the greatest shooting team you've ever had from 3-pointers. I think we all can agree with that. When they miss shots like this tonight, are they going to miss shots like that next game? And if one of these guys had been making shots, Clay, Steph, or KD, with the volume of threes they were shooting, this could be a whole different basketball game. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, is Kevin Love going to make 6 of 8 from 3 again? Is Kyrie going to shoot 7 for 12? And is LeBron going to go 3 for 8? Is Tristan going to get 10 rebounds? Is J.R. Smith going to play like he's alive? All of those things had to line up along with KD, Clay, and Steph all missing shots. All I'm saying here is I'm not cheering for the Warriors. I'm not cheering for the Cavs. I'm just cheering to see some good basketball. Can this possibly happen again? I want to know down here in the comments, can this possibly happen again? Now, one thing I did say in the Game 3 review was that the Cavs may be setting the Warriors up for the reverse sweep. So the reverse sweep is still in play, ladies and gentlemen. The reverse sweep is let the Warriors win the first 3 games and go up 3-0. So everybody can talk about how great Kevin Durant is and how Paul Pierce is on TV talking about is the end of the LeBron era, the start of KD era. I don't know what the hell Paul Pierce is talking about. But anyway, we're not even discussing Paul Pierce. This is the reverse sweep is in play. Did the Cavs, I want to know, again, did the Cavaliers set the Warriors up to put them in place for the reverse sweep? Last year they blew a 3-1 lead. And this year they're going to make them blow a 3-0 lead. And they're going to come back, win 4 games straight, and make this the most improbable comeback in NBA history. Is that in play? I want to know anybody here. Anybody who thinks that's in play, let me know. Or is it just me? Now also, what did y'all see in Game 4 that I didn't see? Anything that I didn't mention? I'm not sure if there's anything that I forgot. If I think of something in the next couple of seconds, I'll say it. But if I forgot it or I didn't notice it at all and didn't mention it, I want you to leave it down there in the comments. Can Golden State bounce back and make shots in Game 5? I think they will. Can Cleveland keep making shots the same way in Game 5? I don't think so. I think they can make shots, but can they make shots the way they did in Game 5? I'm not so sure about that. How are you going to shoot? What did they shoot? Almost 55% from the floor tonight. I don't know how much you can... I don't know how much money would you be willing to bet on any team in the NBA shooting 55% from the floor from the three-point line, 53% from the three-point line in an NBA Finals game. It ain't too many teams I would bet on doing that. I wouldn't even bet on the Warriors doing that. Now, the Cavs doing it again on the road after they put out all their pride and energy on the line in Game 4 at home, I don't know. You tell me what's going to happen in Game 5. Are the Warriors just setting them up to win the championship on their home court this time? Are the Cavaliers in play for the reverse sweep? What's going to happen in Game 5? Y'all let me know. Let me know what you saw in Game 4 that I didn't mention here. Let me know your opinions on how everybody played. Kyrie outplaying Stephen Curry. Tristan Thompson showing up. J.R. Smith playing like he had a pulse. LeBron putting up a triple-double and nobody even talking about it. KD with 35 having another great game as usual. Clay and Steph, lights being out this game. Are their lights going to come back on for the next game? What's going to happen in Game 5? Y'all let me know. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll talk again Monday night, heading into Tuesday after Game 5, whatever happens. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com.